Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to part 3 of my Tattoo Signature Sleeve series. This is actually the final episode of the series. Sorry I didn't shoot a proper intro to this. I didn't know at the time I was going to do a multiple part series. But anyways, without further ado, let's just get right into it. And hope you enjoy. If so, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
I guess we'll just go right here. Next up, we got Adam Ray. And shout out to him. We did the little Dr. Phil face.
I got Dan Soder, Shane Gillis.
Dude, that's gonna hurt so bad right there.
Fuck it, dude. Let's go, man.
But when I met Adam Ray, this is another one where that security guard at the comedy club helped me meet the comedian after the show. I was going to meet him either way, to be fair. It's not like he wasn't doing a meet and greet. But he just had the line start for the meet and greet right where I walked up to. So that was kind of cool and clutch. So I just got to be the first person to meet him. And then, yeah, Adam signed my arm. Signed in a spot that hurt like a bitch. No, I'm saying it didn't hurt too bad, honestly. We thought it was going to hurt at the time. And he even mentioned that. He was like, that's probably going to hurt, though. And I was like, fuck it. And then he laughed. He was like, fuck it, huh? And then we gave a knuckle, got a quick picture with him and my girlfriend. And that was quick. That was really it. He thought it was cool, though. But yeah, it was really just a quick interaction of us just talking for a few minutes. I told him I really like all his work on Kill Tony, and I think he's really funny as Dr. Phil. But yeah, shout out to Adam Ray, and moving along. We'll just go right here to Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler. When I met him, it was at TNA. When TNA came back as TNA, they were Impact Wrestling for a long time, and then they came back and had their first shows back as TNA in Vegas, and me and my friend Jacob went. And but yeah, afterwards we went half and half so we can meet the Motor City Machine Guns and Nick Nemeth. And when I met Nick Nemeth, it was just crazy, bro. Like, I remember my grandma giving me $20 as a kid, and it was because like $20 when I went to a sleepover. And I remember me and my friend walking to Walmart and going to buy I went and bought a Dolph Ziggler figure because that's what they had that I wanted. And I went home and I made him my champion like that night. And like, I don't know, I was a big fan of Dolph Ziggler my whole life. Like, he was one of my favorites. But yeah, when I met Nick Nemeth, it was super cool. Like I said, it was just like, it was just crazy. Somebody you've seen your whole life, like watched your whole life as a fan, and now you're getting to meet him. It was super cool. And I was just like, we got the picture and I was like, yo, and I also have a quick question. Like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And he was like, I know. Like, as a joke, he was like, I know. I was like, can you sign my arm so I can get it tattooed? He was like, I think that's a really bad idea, but I'll do it. And then he signed my arm. But Ash by Elegance, she also was new to TNA at the time. She was there like right next to him, and she saw him signing my arm, and she was like, you're gonna get that tattooed? And I was like, yeah. She's like, that's so cool, that's crazy. Like, can I see? And she looked at it and looked at my arm. And then I was like, I thought about it. I was like, do you want to sign my arm? Like, I would love to have you add it to my arm. Because it's Dana Brooke. Ash by Elegance is Dana Brooke. If you don't know her by Ash by Elegance in TNA. In WWE, she was Dana Brooke. And I was like, do you want to sign my arm? Like, that'd be super cool. So I guess we'll just move on to that, like, straight into that one. She signed right here, and she was like, yeah, that'd be super cool. She was like, but if I do it, you have to tag me online so I can see it or something like that. Or you have to send me pictures or something. I was like, deal. So yeah, she signed my arm. And I thought that was super cool. I didn't get a good picture with her because I technically didn't pay to meet her or even like get a photo or anything. But I was you're technically supposed to. So I just had her sign my arm. I didn't want to push my luck and ask for a picture. And then the promoters try to be like, nah, we need our money. But yeah, shout out to Ash by Elegance. That was super cool. And like I said, I think it's cool when they think it's cool and kind of want to be a part of it or whatever. Next up, we got Rhea Ripley. We got Mommy. The whole reason I look like this. Little like Dirty Dom. No, I'm just kidding. When I met Rhea Ripley, it was at that Culture Kings event I was telling you about earlier when I met Chelsea Green. And she was obviously Rhea Ripley was the biggest reason I paid to go there so I could meet Mommy. You feel me? I was trying to, no. Obviously I went there so I can meet Rhea Ripley. She's the biggest name. Like, she was the front and center for a reason for the whole promotion. It was super cool getting to meet Rhea Ripley, but when I went up to her, it was finally my turn. It was a long-ass line. I wasn't even sure if I was going to meet her because I was towards the back of the line. I was like, fuck, about to waste my money. But I got to meet her, and when I got up to her, she was like, oh, you got that Dirty Dom mustache going. I said, damn, my bad. I did you dirty. And she said, it's okay. It's in the name. I said, oh, I'm in love. Oh, I'm in love. Take me now. No, I'm just saying. But I was just like, bruh, like, that was just perfect. Like, she said the right things at the right time. That shit was hella funny. And then because of that, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just for the memes, I cut my hair into a mullet. I mean, I needed a haircut anyways. My hair was kind of wild, and it's summertime. It's getting too long. I mean, it's still long, but it was just so thick. So I was like, fuck it, for the memes, I'm doing it. I'm cutting my hair like Dirty Doms into a mullet. So shout out to all the boys. Well, shout out to all my boys calling me Clean Dom in the comments, bro. Shout out to the homies. We appreciate that. It's Clean Dom over here. Fuck that Dirty Dom. Rhea, give me a second chance. It's Clean Dom. I've cleaned up my act. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, shout out to Rhea Ripley. Shout out to Mommy. Yeah, we'll go to this one. The one that's like faded on my arm. This is only like that because this is how the person signed it. Like the marker was just not the greatest. So it just looks faded because like the marker was faded. But that one's David Lucas. He's also one of the first ones that got added to my arm. After the show, I went up and met him. I told him he was super funny. I love his roast. Like, especially when him and Tony would go back and forth. Like, that used to be so fucking funny on Kill Tony. I was like, yo, can you sign my arm so I can get it tatted? He was like, you bullshitting, or some shit like that. I forget exactly the words, but he did not believe me. But then I showed him that I had Hans tatted on me. He was like, what? He was like, nah, yeah, get my shit tatted. And he sent me that shit. So I did. Shout out to David Lucas. He thought that was super cool. Next we got Steve-O. Right here. Right there. And Steve-O was actually the first famous person I met. I don't know why I put the quotations. He's definitely famous. He counts. And I actually met him at the Bucket List tour. I got his poster right there. And when I met Steve-O, that was one of the most surreal like experiences of my life because I've never met anybody famous. Like I know I paid, so it wasn't like I just ran into him on the streets. But it was just crazy because like famous people at the time to me just seemed like characters or whatever. Like they didn't seem real. I know they're just human. That shit was just like wild. Like it was like you were seeing a cartoon character for the first time. For me, that's how I felt at least. Like I forgot everything I wanted to say to him. I had things I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell him this. I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna tell him I'm part of Street Team because of his podcast. I'm gonna tell him this. And I forgot everything. Like everything went out the window when I met him. I did remember to have him sign my arm, but yeah, like everything went out the window. And he asked me about my Motley Crue shirt, and I was like so starstruck. I didn't even hear him the first time, but then like it registered what he said. And I was like, oh, it's a 1984 tour shirt, like, because he was just interested in what it said and like just the shirt, because I don't think he's ever seen it or something. So that was cool. I asked him to sign my arm real quick. He signed my arm, but it was a fat line because obviously it was Steve-O, so it was a fat line for the meet and greet. So it was just like literally a quick interaction, just like that, and that was really it. But it was just crazy because it was just like meeting a cartoon character, especially with his voice, like, yo, what up, it's Steve-O. Like I can't do a good impression, but like. You get what I mean, I'm sure. But yeah, shout out to Steve-O, the first famous person I met. Super cool, super nice guy, and yeah, it was just a great time. And shout out to the Bucket List tour, it was really funny. Get a good angle. Harlan Williams right here, and he drew a little smiley face at the end. When we met Harlan Williams, it was quick. Also this one, because we were the first ones in line after the show. And we were like, yo, Harlan, my girlfriend's a big fan. Can we get a picture? And he was like, I don't really do pictures just because the lines just end up taking too long, and it's just takes a while, but he was like, if you guys wanted to buy something though real quick, or like I could sign something real quick or something. And then I was like, yeah, actually, can you sign my arm? So I had him sign my arm, and that was really it. Like I like Harlan Williams, but literally that was it. Like there's literally nothing else to say. Like it was just a quick little interaction. But yeah, still shout out to Harlan Williams. We got I think 5 left. We have 4 people and then a band. Right here we got Dan Soder. It's just somebody I met at Skankfest again, and I met him at the Circa Hotel as well. When we were just waiting, we met a few people there. And just another quick interaction, just like the Dave Smith one. Just walked up to him real quick. He didn't seem like he was like expecting to meet anybody or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it seemed like he was just chilling, so I didn't want to be too much of a bother. So I just went up to him and I was like, yo, if it's not too much to ask, can I get like a quick signature on my arm so I get it tattooed? And get a picture. And he's like, yeah, of course, man. And then when he signed my arm, I was just telling him like, yo, I really appreciate your podcast that you do solo. Like there's so much shit about your life that's relatable, like your early life, like your childhood. When you talk about wrestling, it's super relatable, just like everything. And then when I said wrestling, he started just asking me some questions about like what I thought was going to happen with Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. So that was really cool. But I was super stoked to meet Dan Soder. He was one of the people that I was like going into Skankfest hoping I could meet on some crazy shit. And it happened the first day at the pre-show, not even technically at the like first day. So that was crazy and that was super cool. Shout out to Dan Soder. Next up, we got one of his best buddies. We got Shane Gillis. This one is one of the craziest ones I have on my arm. Did not ever think it would happen. Never thought I'd have the chance. And when I met Shane, it was at Skankfest again. It was during the pre-show at the Story Wars. I was first row, front row, I mean, with my girlfriend. We watched Story Wars, and he was a guest on the show. And afterwards, just really quick, he like quickly signed a couple people's things. Like quickly, like maybe 2 or 3 different people. I was one of them. He quickly like, I think it was somebody's Skankfest book. So I hurried up and walked up and I was like, "Yo, can you sign my arm? I have Matt's." And when I purposely said Matt McCusker because his best friend. So I was like, if anything's gonna persuade him that I could say it's gonna be that. So I was like, "I have Matt's signature tatted. Can you sign mine?" He's like, "Yeah, but I have a terrible signature. It's super sloppy." I was like, "Bro, I do not care. That's not the point. You're you, bro. Like that's all that matters. Like none of these people have good signatures. I mean, they're not. None of them. Some of them are good, but like it's not like they're like the greatest ever. You know what I mean? I didn't say all that, but I'm just explaining it to you." So he said, "Fuck it." He grabbed it, quickly signed it, and then he had to go. Like I was literally the last person he met and signed something for it, and he walked off and went backstage. So that was super cool, especially because like I was not expecting to meet Shane Gillis. Me and my girlfriend made jokes leading up to the festival, like, "Oh, what if?" But like never actually, we never both thought like there was ever a chance. So when that shit happened, bro, we were just like, "What?" Like that's crazy. That was super crazy. Shout out to Shane for actually staying for a second and signing my arm. Like I appreciate that. That was super sick. Right here, this one's super sloppy kind of too. We got Big J Okerson. He's the last member of Legion of Skanks that I needed to complete the trifecta. But when I met Big J, it was kind of another quick one with a comedian because it was at that pre-show as well, and it was right before ICP got on stage. I just like ran into him in the crowd. I was like, "Yo, Big J, like I'm a big fan. Can you sign my arm real quick?" And then while he was in the middle of signing my arm, ICP came out, so I was like, "Fuck!" Like I didn't get to like really interact with him more than that. But I did end up running into him on Sunday of the festival and being able to kind of talk to him for like another minute or two and get an actual picture with him. So that was pretty sick. But when I actually met him to have him sign my arm, it was literally just like, "Yo, like what? Can you sign my arm?" And ICP came out, and that was really it. He signed my arm, gave me a knuckles, and that was it. But yeah, so either way, shout out to Big J for doing that. Like, big ups to him. All right, next up we'll do a band, and then we'll save the biggest and craziest one, in my personal opinion, for last. So right here we have Spencer Chamberlain from Underoath, Grant Brandell right there, Tim McTague right here, that one right there. Right here we have Chris Dudley, this one right here with the 777, and then right below it right here is Aaron Gillespie from Underoath. When I met them, it was in Brooklyn Bowl in Vegas, and it was before their show because I had VIP with my girlfriend, and it was just crazy. Like we were starstruck because we just love their music so much, and then like we never met a band. Like I don't know why. It's just we were kind of geeked out about meeting a band. Like goofy shit, I know, but when we met them, they were all super nice people. We were kind of surprised at how like kind of quiet most of them were. Like they're not like, I don't know. When it comes to a band, you'd kind of think they'd be like outgoing or like loud or obnoxious even. We didn't think they'd be obnoxious, but you know what I mean. Like that's just what they say about bands, even in movies. But no, they were all super nice people, super calm. Like I don't know, they were just like quiet even. Like it was just cool. There's really nothing else to say because it was a group meet and greet. So like, I was just a quick like when Chris signed my arm, he was still talking to everybody because it was a group around us. So he signed my arm. He thought it was cool and he took a picture and stuff too. But like, it wasn't like one-on-one meetings. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of in groups almost. Or even if you are like talking to them one-on-one, like while they sign something, there's still like a group of people, like a circle around you watching. So there's not really much else to say, like besides I met them and they signed my arm. Probably should have done that first, honestly, because how not really much there is to say, because like I said, it's just in groups, like circles. I don't know, just quick little yo, can you sign my arm? Thought it was cool. Chris took a picture. Grant thought it was crazy, and Tim thought we were crazy too. But then Spencer and Aaron just were like, "Yeah, I'll sign it," and then signed it, and that was really it. So shout out to Underoath though. It's me and my girlfriend's favorite band. We've seen them like fucking 4 or 5 different times now, and yeah, shout out to Underoath. Now for what you've all been waiting for, the final one on my arm. Bum bum bum. Who could it ever be? Tell us, we want to know. What the fuck am I losing my mind? But not for real. The last but not least, the craziest one on my arm. Somebody that I've looked up to for literally my whole life, have watched countless hours of on TV, and on other platforms, I guess. Just somebody who's been like an inspiration, like bucket list person to just see me. I don't know. But this is just crazy. I never thought I would have been meeting him at all. And his name is John Cena. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Right here. I got John Cena's fucking signature, bro. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. I met him in Vegas, obviously, recently during WrestleMania weekend at the Fanatics event. When I was walking down, I quickly just asked if he could sign my arm, and he just grabbed it, signed it really quick, and I was like, bro, like, what? Bro, at Fanatics, they weren't trying to, like, because Fanatics themselves, the promoters, were not trying to let nobody, like, get nothing signed. Like, to be fair, we only paid for a photo op, but we paid $400. Yeesh. Me and my friends split it like 100 something each, but still, like, they weren't even, like, they were trying to make, honestly, they were trying to make every interaction like 20 seconds. And that's basically what ours was. Like, we all walked up, me and my friends walked up to Cena, got to shake his hand individually. Quickly just said, like, yo, you're our hero, or like, you're the man, or like, congrats on 17, because he just won the night before. And then we just quickly posed, because, like, for the photo. And then that's it. You shake his hand one more time, and then you're done. But when I went to shake his hand, I made sure I was the last one to do it out of my group, so I wasn't holding anything up. They shook his hand, I went to shake his hand, and I was like, can you sign my arm just really quick? I had the Sharpie ready. Didn't really kind of sign his hand, like shake his hand, because I was kind of like, almost just like handing him the Sharpie. I was like, can you just sign my arm? I had a spot like perfectly, signed it. And I even like made sure I used like the skinny tip ones, just so no matter what, he could find a spot, and like he couldn't like, just everything. So if it was going to happen, it would happen. And it fucking happened. Like, that shit is insane. Fucking insane. I never would have thought I would have met Cena. Like, bro, that shit is wild. John fucking Cena. Mr. You Can't See Me. But no, bro, like, honestly, like, that shit is dead ass insane. Like, that shit just capped off the perfect weekend. My first WrestleMania. I never thought I would have seen Cena win 17 or been in the room, you know what I mean? But I was in the fucking stadium when that happened. Like, that shit was insane. Capped off a great weekend with my fucking friends, my best friends, something we've always talked about together. So experiencing that together was just amazing. Couldn't have been a better weekend, couldn't have been a better time. But yeah, that's it. That's my whole arm. That's the story time. That's all the stories of when I met these people and how it went and whatnot like that. But yeah, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is definitely going to be a 4-part series more than likely. This took me an hour and 13 minutes to record, so yeah, I'm probably going to split that up. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. And that's it. That's Earl, a.k.a. Devin, a.k.a. Earl. And peace.